Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for R is Made. We about midway to the midday with R is Made. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to R is Made. So sit back and relax and watch Raven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
They're so good! They're so good! Let's go! Let's go! Machine gun's ready to go! Are you ready? Throwing it up, punching on everybody. We got a 6'5" point guard. Oh my God. Woo! Let's go! And another one. And another one. And another one. What's a roadkill, Steve? When you go on the road and when you bust them in their gym, which we did 3 straight times, 4 times in conference already. Let's go! Right off.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they
How about
say
my
yeah,
squad, baby?
and they say yeah, and they say yeah. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in,
Oh
put
my
your
God.
hands in the air,
They're so
make 'em
good.
say yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. Oh my God. People don't win in Cameron on college game day. Oh. They're 11 for 11 home and away. Coming off a loss. You're going into the toughest place to play in America. Teams don't win that game. But my team did. Dunked on them. Then they tried to get better and do something. Tried to clog up the lane. Then we hit threes. Got and ones. They made a nice little run. My grad guy.
All I do is win.
That's all we're doing.
Win, no matter what.
That's all we're doing.
Every time I step up in Cameron Indoor Stadium,
And they stay there, and they say yeah,
and they stay there. Up, down.
Cause all I do is win,
Win, win.
And if you going in, put your hands in the air,
And make them stay there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's the greatest.
Oh my God. 8-1-5.
I gotta take a piss. Oh, look, there's some excellence.
Oops, what is that?
Because that's all I piss. Is excellence. That's all I do.
Oh my
All I
God.
do is piss excellence. This is my team. This is my life. This is my life right now.
My God. Shout out to Molly Malone's.
It was awesome.
All I do is win, 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 no matter
I
what.
love this
Got money
song.
on my mind, I can never get enough.
I love
And
this
every time I
team.
step up in the building, everybody
love
hands
it.
go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah.
Okay,
and they
Brian.
say there.
Brian, listen, we probably just lost the YouTube channel. We probably just lost. We probably just
It was worth it.
No,
Yeah,
it's so worth
we're
it.
just gonna get copyrighted to death and just it's just gonna be the worst.
It was awesome.
8150 939 is the number. I tell you what, call into the show right now.
Okay.
Somebody call in right now. Like, get me started, because like this was so much fun. What is it? 8? I'll say it nice and slow. 815-0939.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because, I mean, where do you want to start? Listen, that on Saturday was, let me say this. That was immediately in my top 5 regular season games ever. Ever.
Not even debatable.
Ever. Watching that game, I had a house to myself, and I've got a big open plan. So, like, I can move.
You can pace,
I
yeah.
can sprint through if I want to. I can do everything, and I'm in there, and I'm screaming at the TV, and I'm watching my team dunk, and I'm watching my team win, and I'm watching my team grind it out, and I'm watching everything about it, and it was great.
Plumber Chuck, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Take it away.
What's going on, guys? Well, I got one for you. We were at the Japanese place in Middletown where Chris Mack eats,
It's awesome.
and the whole restaurant was glued to the damn TV. And to see the expression when they panned up into the crowd when he threw that dunk down at the end to put the exclamation point on it, the crowd looked like they were going to cry. So, Coach K, quit being a sore loser. You know, what goes around comes around, and I'll hang up. Y'all have a great day.
Appreciate it, Chuck. I'm telling you, man, like the phone lines immediately just went bing, bing, bing. I knew today people have some energy coming off this game because, listen, Marcus, there's no schedule today. We're just going to be everywhere. That game was everything you dream of. When you listen, I told Phil in the back.
Everything, Steve.
If you go back and watch the condensed version and you hadn't watched college basketball, you'd be like, that's the best team in 20 years. That's the best team in 20 years. If I watch this Louisville team and watch just the condensed, where they get it down to 10 minutes.
Steve.
It was everything.
It was everything.
How many times have you told me, man, can you imagine if we had a team and we're winning and we're just running and dunking on people and doing everything, and you're like, oh, man, that'd be awesome. You had that Saturday night. Before we even get into personnel. I mean, like, you had that.
You had everything.
Everything.
You even had the Duke. You had the Duke. You had the Duke antagonist. You had the bad guys. You had the good guys.
Yeah.
You had Coach K. You had the meek-looking handshake at the end.
Yeah.
You had the dunk. You had the Darius Perry standoff. You had the fresh Kimball graduate. I mean, you had everything.
Yeah.
You had the most rocket. Listen, we thought about it after the game, and we were like, yeah, well, maybe we should call, the recruits that were in Duke. And I'm like, no. And I just thought of this, Steve.
Yeah.
Even the kids that were in Duke and watched Duke lose were still saying, this is the most awesome environment I've ever been in my life.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a kid being a recruit for Duke who saw that game
Oh, yeah.
was just like, if I wasn't going to Duke, I'd go to Louisville.
Yeah, period. No, it was amazing.
Alex, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, listen, I called in last week, and I got off the phone, and y'all were saying, oh, he's overthinking the game. He's being a little analytical. This Louisville team doesn't create turnovers. 10 turnovers in the first half. I called in and I told y'all, I watched Duke film, and I think this Louisville team could beat them, and I had the most confidence in this team. And y'all tried to run me off the phone. The show I've been down with since day one, guys. What? I was really disrespected. I was like, you know what? It's
Run
fine.
you off the phone.
Alex, didn't you stay on the phone for like 10 minutes?
Okay, all right, okay. Maybe I'm being a
Run
little
you
dramatic.
off the phone.
Maybe I'm being a little dramatic, and I'm just a little too hyped up right now.
But
You
it's
didn't run
fair.
me off the phone.
But they did.
did run-
But they did. No, Alex, to your credit, let me say this.
Yeah, your turnover. You
Louisville
nailed it.
did, and I'll give you that credit, man. Like they were immediately. You could tell from the opening tip that it was scouting report for Louisville to take the ball out of Duke's
Steve
hands.
actually
Period.
said that to me. He said it must be in the scout report that they're loose with the ball.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, just I'll tell you what I am most pleased about this Duke team was the best offensive rebounding team I think in the country, but I'll just say in the ACC.
For sure.
And we kept them off. I mean, I think it was like 8-14 might have been the offensive rebounds or whatever. But the fact that this Louisville team shut down their best player, the fact that this Louisville team went in there and dunked on everybody and did get a call, but let's not even talk about that. But this Louisville team went in and dunked on everybody. They would have dunked on the people on the injury reserve list that they could have. I am so, so proud of this Louisville team, and thank you guys. I'll listen because all we do is win. Go Cards.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it, man.
Malcolm, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. Fire away.
I got two things. I heard that Coach K said the 1986 team was the lowest point of his life, and last year Coach Mack said the lowest point of his career when we lost that comeback loss against Duke. He said, now I'm getting on. Everybody's jumping on Jordan, but Jordan had 8 freaking rebounds. He did all the little nitpicky things. He don't have to score 50 points tonight because the scouting report said double him up and push him around and don't let him score and let the rest of them beat you and we can blow Louisville out. But that doc mod on him, you got a guy named David Johnson. What were we talking about Friday, y'all?
Look.
Marcus, what were we talking about Friday? We talked all about David Johnson. We put that forecast to the head. We talking about how he got screwed out of Mr. Basketball. Marcus, you're a genius. Yes, you are. Because you put that in forecast into effect. And guess who had the biggest game of all the freshmen all year long? He did. And I'll take this off the get a scouting report, not a scouting report, but get a report on if he's going to be injured or not, he's going to be play the next game. Because y'all let us know before the y'all show ends, and I'll take everything off the line. And God bless both of y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Go Cards!
Listen, appreciate the call.
Appreciate it, man.
There's the Jordan. There's the David Johnson. Where you want to go? I am so proud of Jordan Nwora.
I agree.
I'm not here for the criticism.
Yeah, if you want to argue today, call in and talk crap about Jordan.
I dare you to talk bad about Jordan Nwora. Do you realize what it's like to be a 20-point per game scorer, beating Duke, know you don't have the numbers, and don't run out there shooting and dribbling and trying to do things you can't do and do a bunch of crazy stuff and just rebound and be and be what is it? When I'm over here as a fake, like a decoy. Decoy. Like he accepted his role so much. He rebounded. He played hard. I am so proud that he didn't just lose his. You think he doesn't hear, what everybody says? You think he doesn't want to shine in this game because everybody says if you ball in this game, you go straight to league? No, he kept his poise. He played team basketball. I am so proud that he didn't lose.
Listen. That's the one thing, Jordan. I came in here today saying, man. The one thing I came in here today saying was, I was like, I'm excited. But I'm willing to have this fight today with Jordan. Look, and here's the thing. This isn't an every game thing. Against Kentucky, I thought he just got frustrated. And he I don't want to say he stopped playing, but he wasn't affecting the game anywhere else.
Right.
Against Duke, 8 rebounds. He takes Cassius Stanley, who is
he had it rolling.
By far the most athletic guy on the team. Okay? On defense, he pulls Cassius Stanley. Everywhere Jordan Nwora went, Cassius Stanley went with him. That was clear. He pulls that off. You know how many blocks Stanley had? There's no way he had more than one. You're opening up the lane. Jordan took all that. Jordan didn't take bad shots. I mean, he missed the dunk. If you want to get,
bench him.
Yeah, he took one shot. That was the one over on the left wing where it was like, gosh dang it.
Yeah,
I shouldn't.
You knew. He just had to get one up right there.
That's probably the only bad shot he took of the game. He led the team in rebounds. He affected the game everywhere. And you know what? At times when you say, okay, because early he was moving without the ball. The announcers were crediting him for moving without the ball. Later, he kind of stopped, but I think it was kind of by design.
They were looking for individual matchups and going to one-on-one because Duke was not going to help. And coaches who have confidence in their team say, no, let's run one pick and roll and get out the way. Listen, we're going to see who Hurt is guarding, and we're going to go at him. Jordan, you go stand over there in the corner by the three-point, and I'm going to let Dwayne Sutton or Fresh Kimball take his man.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't like this wasn't the Jordan lethargic conversation, anything like that. This wasn't Jordan didn't want to be part of the moment. No, Jordan was able to say, hey, we have a better matchup somewhere else. Not me. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah, I did want to get that out of the way.
Jonathan, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. Fire away.
First, let me tell you guys where I'm on my way to. I'm on my way to my local Rite Aid to get my picture of Malik and Jack White blown up for my man cave.
Good
That's
call.
where I'm on my. That's where I'm on my way.
Pretty awesome.
This is how loyal I am to this show. I wondered after the game was over with, what song are the boys going to lead in with today? Because this win was way too big for DJ Khaled. No disrespect, but this win was way too big, and y'all nailed it. Y'all nailed it with that one.
Wait, Jonathan. Let me tell you, I can't even take credit for this.
Right.
Listen, on Friday, Dwayne Edlin from Applebee's told us this was the song. He saw the future, and he knew that song was going to be the song that was the soundtrack of Monday's show.
That man needs a raise or some nippy or something tonight for that good job that he did right there. Another song that maybe I need to play during the break, because this is another person that I was proud of. It's a song by Kool and the Gang, and it's called Fresh.
Yeah.
Exciting.
That's a good
So
call.
exciting to me, because Fresh was exciting to me again. I think the dude has found his niche. He's ready to roll. Man, I don't know what else to say, but I do have a bone to pick. Now, if a coach says I'm a stand-up guy, that means he's not a stand-up guy. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a stand-up guy, shouldn't another person tell you that you're a stand-up guy? To me, if you're saying you're a stand-up guy, you're not a stand-up guy. That
Jonathan.
man was butt hurt last night.
Jonathan, it's
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's like I always say, anytime somebody says, listen, I'm not racist, but I'm like, whatever you're about to say
It's going to be racist.
is racist.
It's going to no. It's not going to be. It's going to prove exactly.
Yeah. No matter, there's nothing you can come out with after that.
I'm not racist, but MLK Day. I don't know.
I mean, do we really need another day off?
Todd, thanks for joining us on 93.9 Fire Away.
Good morning, fellas.
Morning.
First of all, I've got two reasons to be happy. Not just our win at Duke and the way we're starting to play, but also my Niners are back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Absolutely.
I've been a fan since '79, so I'm glad to see them back. Now it's time to bring home number 6. Let me tell you, what happened in the game against Duke that changed, to me, everything was putting DJ in the lineup. You got a 6'5" guard. Took me back to Denny's days where he loved having those 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guards in there that could see over the shorter guards of the opposing team, had more length. When he came in there and started making those plays, started getting those dunks, his assist ratio was good. I think that has been one of the biggest things that I've seen on this team so far this year. Sam went in there, did a good job too. I think when we have a 6'5" guard in there at the point, we're going to have a lot more success because we've got more length to guard.
Yep.
We've got more rebounding ability because you got a taller guard going in there to do that.
Yep.
And I think that's going to make a huge difference the rest of this season.
Now, Todd, I appreciate the call. I'll say this, Steve.
Yep.
There was one play. David Johnson dribbles.
Mm-hmm.
The lane opens up a little bit.
Yep.
He keeps on going. Nobody comes over to help. He flies and dunks it, right?
Yes.
I'll listen. Y'all were right. I was wrong. I saw myself.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, David Johnson's me.
That's fair.
I really didn't think so
Yeah.
until I saw that play. Kind of one of those. I mean, are y'all not going to help on this one? Like,
Yeah.
you do know I'll take off on this, right? Like I literally could see him thinking the same thing I was thinking. Like, really? Like,
I know.
like, yeah, I'm going to dunk this. Okay.
And I think he's smart enough because there's a couple of plays, and we'll break them all down here in a bit, that I think he knew Vernon Carey had 4 fouls, too. Not only are you not going to help, I know you're not going to help. You know, like, there's no way after I've already got this close. Because here's the thing. As soon as he dunked it, Trey Jones turned around and looked at Vernon Carey and was like, dude. And Vernon Carey looked at him and went,
what? Yeah.
It's held up 4. Like, dude, what do you want me? You guard him. What do you want me to do?
You guard him.
Yeah, like, I've got 4 fouls.
Yeah,
y'all have no shot without me. Like, you know, they're going to run y'all out the gym.
Listen, we can go with Delorier or something when you're out the game, Trey.
Yeah.
but with me, these dudes are going to steamroll you.
Yeah.
If I'm
out, because I mean, Vernon Carey, he's legit.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. Like, no, it's all good. Coach K.
What about it?
Post game.
That don't bother me. Dude's a legend. He's earned to say whatever he wanted. He gave you props. That's fine. It really didn't bother me at all. I have no, and I'm not just saying that. I really have no issue with that. Like, dude,
I liked the meekness of the handshake.
Mm-hmm.
At first, when I saw it, I'm like, man, that was no eye contact. That was kind of disrespectful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, no, he's hurt.
That's why it's respectful.
Yeah.
Because it seemed disrespectful. Yeah.
At first I thought he was being disrespectful. Then I'm like, dude, you just don't even want to look at that dude right now. Like,
when a coach of his stature also gets up there and says, and actually, let me say this real quick too. He's not wrong.
About what?
If you're the freedom of movement stuff, he's not wrong. The refs didn't call it that way on both sides. I mean, like, I actually don't think he's all that wrong about that part of it.
Perrin Johnson wants to chime in.
I got a question for you.
Got an answer?
Okay.
Y'all both play sports your whole life.
We did.
What does it mean when a man stands over you?
I know.
I had that conversation as well.
I know.
Good question.
I know.
Like, for those of you who think Darius overreacted, think about this. Let me just, right or wrong. This is a rhetorical question, but just say yes when I'm done. Out of the top 100 all-time plays in NBA basketball, Allen Iverson, and what's the other one? Scottie Pippen over Patrick Ewing.
How many times in Scottie Pippen's career do you remember him standing over a guy?
Listen, Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen over Patrick Ewing, and Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
The standover play is instant grounds for fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Hey, and like the Allen Iverson play, he walked over him and looked at him.
Right.
Respect.
Right. Just it can't happen on. Listen, referee, you know what he's doing. Darius, you know what he's doing. Stanley, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know. And here, listen, let's make it uncomfortable. Let's make it really, really uncomfortable. In a man's world, it's double bad. Mm-hmm. Just the proximity to man region to.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the like
if you put your junk in my face. Like, dude, like, no, I mean, seriously, like,
I wasn't gonna.
But it is. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, like,
no, I haven't. Nobody's
I'm
standing over me.
No, I'm saying we may have done it.
But the best part,
but
Cassius Winston played it up.
I meant, like, hey,
yeah.
But Cassius Winston played it up great. I didn't see this young man under me in a bright red jersey underneath my body.
Like you knew. And if you spend one extra, if you don't jump your other leg off from over me immediately, you've just listen. Charlie Murphy said it best. It's like the disrespect where I challenge you to a duel, like smacking me in the face with your taking off your glove, finger by finger, and back. No, the double smack, like the finger gloves off. What? That's what you just did. standing over me. Somebody gotta go. Both of us can't exist right here.
And then to the next thing. If you're Joey Baker, you have to make the conscious decision that I'm willing to do this. When 7'1" Jared Carter, after I had been pulling right at the sack of his shorts all game, grabbed me by the back of the jersey and slung me backwards.
Right.
I'm an all-state football player, right?
Right.
But you guys do. But normal people don't realize. You think, Jared Carter, a little beanpole, until you get next to his shoulder that's that big. You know what I'm saying? And when he threw me backwards, I made a conscious decision. I don't really want that fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't jump up and go, hey, man. Like, it was like, all right, cool. Like, we're even. Joey Baker, like, you can't run up like that. And then in mid, like, you could see it happening. He was like, hey, now, you know what? It's just not a good idea. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, listen, like I said, like.
He wanted no smoke.
No, none. I mean, immediately.
I mean, listen, Darius Perry, when somebody runs at you and looks you in the face, like I said, I remember this exact same thing. Only basketball fight I ever got into on a floor, 7-foot French kid. I slung him. I knew it was coming. I knew his retaliation was coming, right? And he ran up to me, and I stood there, and I could see him in his face that he was like, I can't believe this dude's not like moving.
Yeah.
And he still punched me, but
yeah, sure.
But he had committed to the fight. You know, we were both committed to it. Darius was committed.
Yeah.
He was when he jumped up off that ground, he was committed to a brawl.
Yeah.
Like you could see it. What do you want? Like I hope somebody wants to escalate. Not that I want to get kicked out, but this is how bad I want this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not losing today.
I know.
Either fighting or basketball, I'm just not gonna lose. Thomas, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, hell of a win by them Guards, man. Hell of a game by DJ. I just want to make a couple points real quick, man. First of all, obviously, hats off to Vince Tyree, man, for finding Coach Mack and bringing him here, obviously. And I'll be honest, man, I was a little doubtful there for a little while in the beginning and whatnot, but obviously you could see his track record and everything. And then obviously the last year's Duke game, I feel like there was still some ghosts lingering, from last year. But man, what a way to come out. And I guess just the little bit of doubt that came in is just, obviously you, Marcus, you play for Denny, the fan base. We're also used to that, transition buckets, press all the time, half court traps. I mean,
right.
Expecting so many tips per game. But man, I mean, I don't know if it was the light switch or what, but it just felt like we were watching an old team. You know what I mean? It felt like I was watching an older team. Just running up the court, tipping balls. I mean, hell of a defense. But that was my first point. One other point, man, obviously hopes and prayers go up to DJ. Hopefully that shoulder's okay, obviously. I guess that's it, man. I just wanted to say that, man. Hell of a game. And
hell of a game. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the call. I mean, here's the thing. When the first breakaway, David Johnson dunk, again, compliments to Jordan. You know what he did? He bounced the ball one time and got that ball out of his hands immediately.
Yeah.
That's coaching progress. That was coaching. And to your other point, you were leading by 10, 15 points? And for you to look that demon directly in the eye and go hit 2 free throws.
Yeah.
And keep your poise on the defensive end with Malik. Like no fouls. Executing the play. Even when you didn't get the best shot, your clock management. We talked about that last year. You literally could have ran the ball down, or you could have ran the clock down and punted the ball into the stands.
And you would have won.
Yeah. So they definitely got these slow, late game, fresh Kimball step back. Like
the fresh and one, I think, was the biggest play of the game. I mean, because that was the first lead or the first tie.
Yeah.
They finally come back and tied it, and it's like, oh man, here we go. And by then you're already accepting almost. Now I will say this. I was less, and I'm the biggest, like in mid game, like, all right, Jesus, we're gonna lose now. But after Notre Dame and after Pitt, I noticed this game, I stayed engaged more as a fan.
Yeah.
Like when they tied it up, it was like, all right,
let's go.
Go make a play.
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't have the negative.
You're starting to, and that's what national championship winning teams do. You expect them to make play, and they did.
They one of my first notes, pen to paper, they expected to win was written all over their faces.
Yeah.
Down the stretch. You go back and look at the replay. They expected to execute.
We're trusting them more.
No, yeah,
as a fan base, without a doubt.
Yeah, each individual guy expected they looked like they were willing to do their job to win this game. Not running from the ball, not running from the rebound.
Right.
Like I said, you're going to be able to nitpick and say, okay, you didn't attack, this way. But some guys that are competitive over experienced were there when you needed them.
Mm-hmm.
Rebound, Sam Williamson, unreal.
He's a guy that is not. I mean, he's getting a lot of love, but we are all talking about Dave today, as we should be. I'm not taking that away at all. But Sam was awesome. I've saw enough to say I'm full ready. I know you're gonna hate me for doing this already, but I'm full ready. Like you start Sam and David. I'm sorry, you start Sam and David now. And if that discussion for me is over. Sam pulled down the board. Sam pulled down and everything. It's funny because when I call you immediately after the game and I'm all into it, and I'm like, man, Sam pulled a board with like 20 seconds left, and then you look and I was like, actually, I think there was 4 minutes left, but it's like the Wichita State game.
Right.
I was just convinced that we didn't tie that game up and take the lead till it was like 30 seconds left. I go back and watch it every time. It blows me away. Then I'm like, geez, it's 11 minutes left when we tied it up.
7 minutes and 46 seconds to go.
But it was still such a big moment in the game. In the plays he made, man, he was awesome.
It literally had everything.
I think he's the best rebounder on the team. I think Sam is the best natural.
We got a new.
I think
we got
Sam
a new guy. His name is Monday Steve.
Is the best natural rebounder on the team.
Listen,
no, you can't bench Fresh, but we'll get to that.
You're allowed to say anything extreme on Mondays you want. That's a new rule, Steve.
That's fair.
Yeah, and we won't hold.
He's the greatest rebounder I've ever seen.
We won't hold you.
It's overreaction Monday.
Yeah. Listen, Aiden Gahan is going to benefit off of David Johnson. He's going to listen by the end of the game.
Listen, it's
Aiden
Kenneth
will be playing
Fareed
12 minutes a game.
and Sam Williamson. Period.
I do kind of mean that a little bit.
And Texter, you're right with Fresh. You are right with Fresh, and we'll get to what I mean a little bit later when we start talking minutes and stuff.
Yeah,
because Fresh was awesome. He was awesome.
People don't realize how good his defense is as well.
No, he was awesome. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna back off on that. Maybe I do. I'm gonna keep Fresh and stuff.
You know how
he was that good.
The Malik moment started with Fresh being quick, picking up that loose basketball, no hesitation, throwing it out there in front of Malik Williams.
What's your only issue with Fresh?
The penetration,
the one time.
Yep.
Because that was a huge moment in the game.
When he falls down.
Yeah. But I'm going with the. It was a huge moment in the game. You're up 3. It's like, man, let's go put this game one bucket. Let's go. And he kind of drives and loses it there. That.
Yeah, he had 2. One he kind of got swallowed up.
Yep.
And the other one, he kind of falls down.
But he's not in. I don't think anybody thinks he's an elite guy. But you're starting to see he's a very, very solid guy.
And you can look at Coach Max in the press conference in the post game. He says, trust me, he'll get there.
Yeah.
Because that means he sees it. He sees how much game he has, and you can spot it. Just like it's kind of like. Somebody asking me what I think, Trinity versus Bardstown, what I think of David Johnson. And I say, well, David Johnson make all the difference. He'll play and he'll make all the difference.
Yeah.
And then we have those shows, right, where you say, yeah, if David Johnson had got more minutes against Kentucky, he probably would have, made the biggest difference in the world.
I know.
Yeah, and then then people, hey, David Johnson.
Can you believe that Steve and Marcus? We actually heard this other places. Can you believe that the U of L postgame show thought that if David Johnson played, it would have made the difference in today's Kentucky game? Yeah, jackass.
Jonathan, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, guys? I'm happy like everybody else. I tell you a couple takeaways. I'm finally glad to see this team get tough. Like I called in not long ago was talking about the old Wiley and Derek and Charles Jones and Mark McSwain. And finally this team's got that tough identity I think that Mac's known for. Something happened. I don't know if the switch flipped or what, but I'm like you. Darius was like, I don't care if you bring the mascot, the students, Stefke. I'm beating anybody right now. Whether it's basketball or MMA, we're going. And I'm so glad to see that.
Listen, I appreciate the call. I agree. Like I said, as long as you can get that standoff without actual, ejections and technical fouls, like you do. There is room for that in the game.
Yeah,
there's total room for that in this competition. Kim, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Well, speaking of that, I don't think we're giving enough credit to Sam Williamson. He flew in there out of nowhere, separated them. The dude needs a cape, like for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that was exactly how it should happen. No, listen, I appreciate the call.
Good call.
Yeah. Listen,
I agree.
I thought so too. And he did it fast. He was there. I mean, we're talking about 10, 15 yards. He was there instantly.
That's why we joke, and obviously I'm being a little hyperbole, but I really kind of do think he may be the best natural rebounder. Like, Dwayne gets rebounds with hustle. Mm-hmm. That's how Dwayne gets.
And you're saying Sam just has a nose.
Sam just kind of has a nose for. Sam can. And Sam holds on to it. Other than when they take his arm with the ball and the ref don't call it, he holds on to the ball.
When the Reaper comes and takes his arm.
Sam, how many times have you saw him jump up to get a rebound? It take an odd bounce, and he still get it with one paw. Just I think he is just a natural rebounder. And I think that will show as the year goes on this year and next year. You'll see. You'll be like, man.
He's getting a stronger base. For his body. He's definitely rolling on. Let me see who we got next on the line. Chad, thanks for joining us. Fire away.
Hey, it's Trey, by the way, but it's okay.
You're good, man. Sorry,
Brian.
It's Brian Hall.
Tough. Sorry, the phone lines are busy. All right.
But I got two things. I don't know any other person on a team that's ice cold in their veins like Fresh. Yeah. He can go 0 for 10 in the game.
I think he said CC on too, but it might be TC.
That shot in every time. And then as far as Sam goes on rebounding, he might be the most natural rebound, but Dwayne Sutton is so Russell Westbrook-like when he's going for those hustle boards. I just don't know if anybody on a team can top that. Just that energy alone.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. The fact is, we're debating one of the best rebounders in the ACC with a guy who's just now starting to get good minutes.
Yeah,
we're debating our best team rebounder and a guy who's like I said, who's just now getting solid enough defense to be on the court. Again, I think the coaching staff is adjusting too, just like any good coaching staff would.
Yeah.
Part of this, we were justified not playing these guys till they get tighter on defense.
Yeah.
Part of it is, what? They have things that some of our other players just don't have.
They have been defensively. Listen, this road stretch, man. I may go back some point this week and just pull the audio because I don't like to toot our own horn. I do a lot actually, but we said maybe this road stretch is something they need.
Yeah.
And here we sit, and it's like the intensity on defense came back.
Yeah, you lock in the coach. The only voice you hear is Coach Mack.
Yeah,
and you can hear it. Like I said, I love the moment where I remember, like I said, I remember chasing this guy all over the court, but we were in Freedom Hall, and the coach says, "Marcus, where's your man?" And I was like, right here, right?
Yeah.
I was on the other side of a rockin' Freedom Hall, and I remember the whole team laughed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the point to that story is I can hear only a couple of voices. I can hear coach's voice. I can hear my parents' voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And maybe my point guard. You know, other than that, you don't hear anything. And it doesn't matter that what sound is going on in an arena. You know voices. You know, you know a particular. It's kind of scary though. Freaking.
Oh, I know.
Voice determinant. Big T, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Man, what's up, Marcus and Steve? How y'all doing this morning?
Feeling good today.
Amazing.
You know how we doing.
Yeah, great.
I got some bones to pick with y'all, but real quick.
Fair enough.
Steve, I'm with you, bro. I want DJ and Sam in that backcourt, but we can't take Darius out because Darius, no matter how bad he play, he's always willing to fight. We need that in our lineup. So don't move Darius. Get what we can get out of him.
Fair
but
enough.
just know it first. Any shakedown, Darius is about that life. Number two, I hope, man, I hope and pray that DJ Stewart and Jamin Brakefield was in that crowd on their official visit and they watched the team that they shunned choke out the team that they going to. It's a reason them point guards won't come to Louisville because they don't want to deal with David Johnson. In the words of Mark Jackson, they know his work. So they don't want to come here and sit behind because that dude shouldn't come at the game except for breathers. And in my impression, when he tired, call a timeout. So they don't know. They don't want to deal with him. But I promise you, bro, I can't wait for DJ and Brakefield to come to the Yum Center. We want all the smoke. I ain't forgot, bro. And we want to give them that work. All right, fellas, y'all go ahead. Go Cowboys, Steve. We got us a new coach. All right, homies, y'all be safe, man.
Appreciate
it, man. Appreciate it. We do got that.
You think David scares off guards? Because I don't. I think he looks like a guard you want to play with.
Yeah, I think you want to play with him, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
like if your point, David is awesome too. If you're a two, he's an awesome point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a team where a position scares you away. If I got, think about this. If I'm a recruit, if I got the fresh Kimball, and we're just going off the Duke game, right? And I watched it as a recruit. I'd play the fresh minutes.
Yeah.
I'd play the David minutes. I'd play I'd play the Darius minutes. You know, like everybody was involved.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought, and I'll pull those up here in just a second and make that point. But there was one moment about David that was probably my favorite. Anytime you deal with somebody who's played the game, especially when they're calling the game, there's plays where you just are like, you go out of character. And what I mean by out of character is you kind of go, you can tell when an athlete, like Jay Billis is who I'm talking about, somebody who's played the game like that, you can tell when they just go, when it's like, no, I'm having real conversation.
Right.
David makes the move, goes behind his back, gets the layup, and Jay Billis goes, that kid is legit. Like, I mean, you could just hear it in his voice. Like he was like,
you put away the show notes and you were just
like I mean, there's nothing, and there's a conversation to be had that I'll just
oh
eat
no,
show
Steve.
I'll eat show content. I'm not having it.
Oh no,
I'm not doing it. You can do it, and I'll leave.
Listen, that conversation, we can get an hour out of that.
Oh, I know. No, you could get you could get 2 hours out of it.
TC, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
I'm so proud of Malik for dunking the ball at the end. He probably saved us from getting the tee because they weren't going to let him hang on the rim.
I thought so, too. Good call. Yep.
But the other thing is, can we not get called for pushing off when everybody else gets to use their off arm on drives to the basket?
Right. No, I agree with you there, man. I mean, that move Sam had. I mean, it's like that's how the game's being.
Appreciate the call.
Like that's how the game's being played. You know, so
all these step back and snatch back moves, they start with a push off.
Yeah.
We are getting caught. The one on Jordan, I don't know how. This is 2 games in a row. Jordan has been driving to the basket, right hand through the lane. Jay Billis says it again. He said if they call that on Jordan, that was an absolute. There was no foul there.
No.
Like this is twice. Is that the same ref?
I don't know, but that was terrible. I mean, that was terrible. Yeah, that was one of the worst.
A really bad call.
That was one of the worst I've ever saw. I mean, it was bad. What is it?
Malik's dunk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Which one?
The end of the game.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's how you finish a game.
Just the caller. Do you agree with the caller as far as they were going to attack? That was going to be a tech. If he swung all the way back, that would have been technical.
Probably because he's so big. It would have looked what it would have looked like to see his whole 7 foot.
How many times have you looked at the reaction of the crowd in the front row?
A bunch.
The two guys who grab each other and hug.
Yep.
See, I don't know if they were Duke fans or Louisville fans.
One had red on, so I'm
It's like maroon though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a Louisville red.
Yeah,
but they look like two guys that were just scored some tickets.
Yeah,
they look like there's two guys.
I haven't saw a human body fly like that in a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could tell the people in the front row were.
I'm
just
talking about Jack White. Like he flew
about a week ago.
That was freaking last week. This is this week. But he literally, his whole body went.
No, listen, you know what he did? People, you hear me talk about this all the time. I love the nonverbal contract. Right, Keisha? The nonverbal contract is when a fast break is happening. I mean, I love them in real life. Just, we both know the same thing. We don't have to talk about this. This is, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And there's an agreement.
Absolutely.
And I do respect the fact that he said, I'm not going to try to get to Malik early and knock the ball away. I'm not going to try to throw him off, off his track. He accepted the contract of meeting Malik Williams at the rim. Was that a good decision in hindsight? No. But I will say, out of everything complimentary, you did accept the challenge of, I'm going to end this game blocking this 7-footer at the rim.
We do that. White guys do that. We aren't afraid. Like, here's the thing. We are not afraid that
Why did he do that? And why are you taking ownership of the delegation getting dunked on?
Because it's like I'm not afraid to go up and do this. Yeah. So I mean, kudos to him, man. I mean, Matthew Hurt did it with Jordan Nwora. I mean, that's one nobody even talking about.
Yes.
And actually, I think Dwayne Sutton dunked on him too. That's like everybody dunked on him. The white guys just get dunked on all across the board.
What goes into the psychology of saying, I know he can jump higher than me, but I'm going to just
I don't know. The only white guy on the court that didn't get dunked on was Ryan McMahon. It was part of the game.
You acting like that's it. That's a breeding cult.
It's like, look, man. Like
he did. He to his credit, like I said, he did accept that challenge.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we looked.
That's a freaky sight, man.
Oh my God, the whole game.
If you were at that game and you saw that Malik dunk and you got that on film, like you leave there saying,
"No, you don't understand until you've been." I have a guy I go to church with. He told me, he said he's a big hockey fan, and he said he got to go to a Nashville Predators practice, and he was like, "I finally get what you mean." He's like, being down there, being around athletes that size. He's like, because when you see, not that they're the hockey players, but he's like, when you see how fast the puck moves, and I'm like, y'all don't understand, man. If you've played in it. Or I tell the story about football all the time. With basketball, but even though I played Division I, you played Division I.
They were running full speed at 7 foot and 6'7".
I still tell the story of playing in that game a couple years ago
with Trez.
And being at the free throw line when Trez caught that ball coming baseline, and I'm like, oh my God. And I've played against I played against James Lang, who was the number 2 player in the country at the time.
But you're just mixing the speed. You're adding the fastest guy you've ever seen and give him a 7-foot frame.
I know.
It's like a Jurassic Park look.
It's something you like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And the hush that came over Cameron when that happened was just like, oh my God.
But but think about it. There was no anger in there.
No.
There was no anger in, when they showed the faces, when they panned across the crowd, nobody was mad.
No.
They were just like, oh my God.
And that's why I go back to and I know some people want me to be more angry at it, but that's why I go back to the Coach K thing. I mean, I think he said what he said was fine. I think he said, look, I don't like basketball being played that way. But at the end of the day, look, they do everything that we do, and they do it better. I mean, like, I thought he was kind of like, dude, he's like, I'm not going. And what he was saying, I kind of got. He's like, no, because if I continue down this conversation, y'all are going to turn it in to I'm hating on them. Yep. And I'm clearly telling y'all that team in that locker room is better than that team in that locker room. Yeah. And he said, I'm actually proud of my guys for hanging in there.
And here's the thing. Listen, he's never had a weak spot that can get exposed like we did. He's not comfortable not being able to play help side defense and possession because we don't do that. Like I said, there's not like Coach K is not used to playing against I can't guard your point guard on a high ball screen, a rub screen. Yeah. When David Johnson
When we come to Genesis Diamonds, we feel special. We feel like we're family.
Meet physician and hospital administrator Herman Williams, who came to Genesis Diamonds just looking for something for his wife.
We've been married 28 years, and she has everything, so it's hard to know what to pick out.
What he loved about Genesis was the guidance he got from sincere, caring people.
They try to advise you on how old is your wife, how long you've been married, what does she have.
Herman's now a frequent customer who loves the Genesis prices, but even more, the Genesis experience.
You just want a trusted advisor, and that's what I feel these guys are. The sense of family, the people really care, the genuineness. When I walked out of here, I said, I'm coming back,
Great people, amazing quality product, outstanding value, and free service for life.
I've come here to have some work done. How much is that? There's no cost. So, when was the last time you came and had anything done anywhere where they said, hey, no charge?
Genesis Diamonds.
I'm coming back.
Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
When we come to Genesis Diamonds, we feel special. We feel like we're family.
Meet physician and hospital administrator Herman Williams, who came to Genesis Diamonds just looking for something for his wife.
We've been married 28 years, and she has everything, so it's hard to know what to pick out.
What he loved about Genesis was the guidance he got from sincere, caring people.
They try to advise you on how old is your wife, how long you've been married, what does she have.
Herman's now a frequent customer who loves the Genesis prices, but even more, the Genesis experience.
You just want a trusted advisor, and that's what I feel these guys are. The sense of family, the people really care, the genuineness. When I walked out of here, I said, I'm coming back,
Great people, amazing quality product, outstanding value, and free service for life.
I've come here to have some work done. How much is that? There's no cost. So, when was the last time you came and had anything done anywhere where they said, hey, no charge?
Genesis Diamonds.
I'm coming back.
Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Luke Hancock here. I wanted to take a minute to tell you about my good friends at Fitness Market. When my fiance and I were looking for a high-quality piece of fitness equipment for our home, we knew there was only one place in Louisville that we needed to go, Fitness Market. The friendly staff at Fitness Market showed us their amazing selection of equipment options, carefully explained all the different machines, and most importantly, treated us like family. We purchased the most amazing Kaiser indoor cycle, and we couldn't be happier. What was truly incredible was how many different treadmills, ellipticals, home gyms, rowers, and spin bikes they had. From the best brands in the industry like Precor, Matrix, Hoist, Spirit, and our favorite Kaiser. These guys are Louisville's e-bike headquarters. Fitness Market not only has new equipment, but they also have a huge selection of pre-owned equipment as well. That means they have something in everyone's price range. 2 locations, Westport Road just inside the Snyder, and their superstore on Plantside Drive at the corner of Watterson Trail, and online at thefitnessmarket.com.
It's down to the best of the best as we crown the football champion. Get in on all the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to get all your big game bets in. Check out all they have to offer, including prop bets and football squares. DraftKings Sportsbook is a safe, secure, and reliable betting app. You can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. And DraftKings Sportsbook is offering their best sign-up offer to date. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WLCL. For a limited time, all new users can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. That's code WLCL and get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Indiana only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hall. The Sports Center update brought to you by Great Balls of Fire, your fireplace experts. The number 11 ranked Louisville men's basketball team improved to 15-3 on the year with a 79-73 win over number 3 Duke this weekend. David Johnson led the way for the Cards with 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Johnson left the game late with an injury. Coach Mack responded to that after the game.
Initially, I think he's fine. I think he just sprained it a little bit. Fred hasn't really gotten a chance to really get his hands on him completely and do it. Yeah, but David quickly said that it didn't feel like the last time. It's just, you get scared.
Up next for the Cards is a home matchup against Georgia Tech on Wednesday at 7 p.m., and you can catch that on ACC Network Extra. The number 5 ranked Louisville women's basketball team improved to 18-1 on the year with a 74-67 win over North Carolina. Dana Evans led the way for the Cards with 22 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Up next for the Cards is Virginia at home at the KFC Yum Center at 8 p.m. on Thursday, and you can catch that on ACC Network Extra. The number 10 ranked University of Kentucky men's basketball team improved to 13-4 on the year with a 73-66 win over Arkansas. Nick Richards led the way for the Cats with 17 points and 9 rebounds. Next up for Kentucky is a home matchup against Georgia on Tuesday at 7 p.m. You'll be able to catch that on ESPN. And last but certainly not least, the number 1 ranked Bellarmine Knights improved to 14-0 on the year with a 65-56 win over Lindenwood University. Ben Meyer led the way for the Knights with 20 points and 5 rebounds. And tonight they take on number 23 University of Indianapolis at 8 p.m. at Knights Hall. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is Sports Center.
This is Marcus Maben, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I'm listening.
Man, you know how excited that game got me? Look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm putting 20s on the Mustang. So I'm going to have that.
Oh, my God.
I know, yeah. So I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it painted. I'm going to get it painted, kind of glossy red.
Just keep them clean.
And then I'm going to get the 20s on there. It's going to be just awesome. Yeah. So that when because here's the thing: when we win big games and when we lose big games, everybody knows when we lose in the tournament, I'm going to make a huge purchase. Sometimes it's a car. Sometimes it's a new TV. It's why I got a 70-inch, 75-inch right now.
That's a Michigan hangover.
Yeah. I was like, I need a big TV. But after the big win, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that.
How about everybody going hard at Tim Sullivan?
Oh, I know. Yeah, about the.
What did you think about that, Brian?
Talking about when Bob went after him?
No. Everybody was tweeting out after the game if Tim Sullivan's anonymous source had anything to say about it.
Well, I think Bob Valvano enlightened a lot of people about what was going on, and so I think a lot of people are well aware. I think it shows how many people are listening to his show, and I know that he went through the ringer last week for some of his articles.
Oh, okay, Steve. Before we get into detailed basketball, I just want to relax 1 second.
Okay.
Beat Coach Mack the moment the buzzer ends until Chris Mack Sunday morning.
Man. See, I don't know. I think you'd be surprised, though. Well, till Sunday morning. Okay, never mind. Till Sunday morning.
Okay, the buzzer goes off.
Yeah.
You win.
Oh, he's having a blast. Because, at the end of the day.
What is he thinking?
I mean, I just beat Coach K in Cameron Indoor. Because, look, he's still. Here's the thing. We talk about this. He's a young coach.
Right.
In the game. So things like this are trophies that he don't have.
They're
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Does it sound nasty when I say it's heads on his wall?
I mean, you can whatever you want to use.
I use trophy. Trophy. You're right. They're trophies.
He's taking home this stuff, and it's or crowns or whatever you want to use. Where it's I just beat Coach K in a game where it looks like my game plan was.
You
better.
don't beat Coach K at number 3 in the country. Okay, down year Duke, where everybody takes a chunk of them at because he lost 2 guys to the draft, and pre Coach K participating in the one and done, they might have a down year here and there. North Carolina might get them in some crazy game with Stackhouse and those guys. You don't beat Coach K in Cameron Indoor. Okay, so Mac thinks that.
Yeah, and then it's your wife knows ball, so she knows you're a beast. So now you go home and you're and I don't know if she was there or not, but if not, you walk in, you're
give me my props, girl.
You know I'm a freaking monster. Right. You know what I'm saying? There can't be a more attractive dude than me right now. I just went in and worked Coach K. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and basketball.
Yeah.
So the historical
significance. Him,
you know what I just did to him.
Yeah, man, I just took a freshman point guard. And then, you know what he probably did? He probably started putting together pamphlets to send out to point guards. Y'all see a freshman point guard right there? I just let him ball in Cameron.
Yeah, I purposely tucked him away.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Coach Mack just outsmarted all of y'all, and me too. You know why? He knew how good David Johnson was. Put it this way.
From the start.
If you think about this. All y'all just got duped. Because if David Johnson had played against the NC Centrals and those teams earlier on, if you had unleashed David Johnson early in the year, you know what we'd be doing? Draftnet.com has David Johnson going 24.
I know. I'm scared we may
He
do
just
that anyway.
he just held them back just so we're gonna get one championship run out of local Jay Scrub and David Johnson.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorists unite.
I love it.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Okay, I got 3 points for you. One, David Johnson, I hope he went up and thanked Jordan for being a no-leave guy because that's what allowed him to get in the lane so much. 2, he makes the game so much easier for Fresh because when Fresh doesn't have 10 eyes looking at him and he gets the ball on the second pass, he's so much more effective than he is when he has to do it from the point. And 3, Steve, I got a problem. I was the guy sitting in front of you guys over there at Molly Malone's without the Cardinal gear on.
That's it, man.
I never, ever watch a game without Cardinal gear on, but now I think I have to watch every game without Cardinal gear. I don't know what to do here.
That's fair. No, you wear that exact charcoal pullover
But
every game.
Here's the thing. Did we make good game watch partners?
Absolutely great game partners. Steve felt me when I was falling out of the chair when Williams was shooting that free throw. I'm so glad he went 5 or 6 that night.
Yeah, hey man,
appreciate
it, Chris.
Appreciate you calling in on this one.
Yeah, thank you, yeah, man. So it was good. Look, I'm sorry, but at halftime I remember I looked at you going into halftime. I'm like, I gotta go home. I can't do it.
And see, because
I knew they were gonna make a run,
right?
So I'm like, we can win, but like this is gonna get very anxiety ridden soon.
But here, don't bear the burden because at halftime. Steve, I tell you this all the time. Did you come to play? Do we have a game plan? Yes. And the cherry on top is David Johnson is ready to go. I didn't care. I didn't care after that.
Yeah.
My coach had a game plan. My school came to play. They looked tough.
They did.
They looked like they were ready to play. Now, like I said, this is Duke. This is Cameron. This is Kay. This is, everything. I can deal with results. I can deal with missed shots. I can deal with all kind of stuff. I cannot deal with no game plan. I can't deal with lethargic play.
Yeah.
Or lethargic or selfish play.
Yeah, well, and you knew right off the bat that you got neither one of those. So, it was good. They come ready to go. They were executing the game plan.
Y'all would have been so proud. When the Louisville crowd showed up at Molly Malone's, there was, keep in mind the Kentucky game was just ending, and of course they were, they could see the Louisville, it's kind of trickle in, right?
Yeah, but shout out to the Louisville fans that reserved a bunch of tables. That was genius because there wasn't a ton of Kentucky fans there because there really wasn't no room to sit.
Look, so then you know how it is, people. Your game's getting ready to start, and then all of a sudden the Kentucky fans that were in there now y'all are cheering extra loud. Man, we've been watching.
We're gonna beat Arkansas.
Listen, we've been watching it. We've been here for 20 minutes. I haven't heard you say anything. Now all of a sudden, you're just so into the game when y'all are up 10.
I know.
Good job. Boy. So they tried to, a couple Kentucky people.
Which actually, I want to hear from the prominent booster that wants Kenny Payne over Cal. He made some good moves.
What you thinking about?
Yeah. My God. You kicked that jackass out. They actually looked like they knew what they were doing.
So here's the thing. Kentucky fan that hung around to watch Duke waste Louisville. Oh, it was beautiful, y'all.
They didn't last 5 minutes.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Well, I mean, by the second dunk in transition, it was like third dunk in transition.
What's the SpongeBob meme? I'ma head out.
Yeah.
Every Kentucky fan, after the second David Johnson dunk, you can see him just reach around on those nice wooden chairs.
Were like, well, I mean, I would like to stay, but I've got so much stuff to do, and
Listen, there is nothing like being on location.
Oh, it's awesome.
And just hearing that.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
that was a great place too, man. I'm gonna have to hit back. I'm gonna go back where I can actually eat. And stuff.
I forgot how nice Molly Malone's was.
No, it's nice, man.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was awesome.
I forgot.
The first time I had been there to that one. So I had been to the one out on Baxter before. I'd never been to that one. It was nice.
Brian, you didn't come.
Oh no, sorry.
Thanks.
I was at
nice seeing you.
For your
a
support.
rival bar.
Oh no,
interesting. Ooh.
Even We Want Mitch was there.
Really? Wow. Which bar was you at?
No, don't,
I was
don't
at
ask him
Havana
which bar.
Rumba.
We're sitting here giving Molly Malone's their props.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the game's over, so we can now you can say like it's like you're not.
Yeah, you don't get sponsorship
Look,
before
the Ravens,
and after.
the Ravens have lost. That game's over. Like, come on, we can now say. It's always funny too where you're at in that area because like I always find myself forgetting. I'm so Bullitt County, man. When I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'm on Breckenridge, and then like I'm sitting there and I look over and I'm like, hey, like there's Sullivan's and something like, hey, Mall St. Matthews is right down the road. Like,
I it's funny you say that.
Like, geez, I know where I'm at.
One of the first things I said to Drew was, I forgot I miss living out there. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't want to live out there.
It was some nice. It was nice.
Molly Malone's is like 3-4 minutes from my house.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome.
Nah, no, you really didn't want to hang out with us.
Yeah, wow.
Okay,
Dang, Brian.
Okay, so
I had a birthday party to go
Brian,
to.
you always got something going
Everybody's got a
on.
nephew. My nephew turned 10. Yeah, I bet he did.
Okay, Steve.
For the third time this week.
Phone lines are open 8150-939 or 815-0939.
Yeah.
3831-939 is the text line. Let's talk basketball now.
Okay.
How much improvement have you seen over the last 3 games? What have we improved at the most? You can make it team-wise, and then you can go into personnel.
I mean, just in general, just the defensive intensity that I feel like we saw early at times.
Like man-to-man defensive intensity or help or just
all of it. All of it. I'm being very broad here. Yeah, but just all of it. I mean, you remember when they come out against Michigan and we were like, oh my God, dude, the intensity on defense here is just crazy. It felt like
is that because of the road?
I could be. Yeah,
I feel like I said, I feel like at home people want to score in front of their, and I say people, not to pick on this team in particular, because naturally people want to score more in front of their fan, their home fan base. But I just think the road has them so locked into team and coach.
Sure, but I mean, I think you saw that kind of come back. They're sharper on offense now, I think, at times, because and maybe sharper is not the word, because it's not really that the sets are sharper, but it's that you have one guy on the floor at all times, and the more he's doing it, Fresh is starting to do it more, that can get in the lane when they want. And Luke did an incredible job on the ACC network. I shot him a text like it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He did a great job, just breaking down how. Long story short, just how Malik and those guys hitting threes, they keep everybody out of the paint. You make 2 plays there. Duke adjusts, bring people into the paint. David Johnson drives, kicks to Darius for a wide open 3. Like, there's nothing, you can't beat a team like that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't beat a team
when they're taking care of the ball and playing the smart game.
At 100% or at 98%, I don't think there's a team in the country can beat Louisville. That's where we're at with this team. When they're playing at 95% and above, I don't think there's a team in the country could play 100% and beat Louisville. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Louisville's playing their best games,
yeah,
and Gonzaga, San Diego State, Kansas, Duke, Florida State, blah blah blah, Baylor are playing their best games, I don't think this team can beat Louisville. We're at the point now where, and here's the thing. Louisville still, we told you,
just
over and over on the post games, and we got laughed at over and over at times when we said, "Look, okay, after the."
Not that we mind getting laughed at.
No, I don't care because I don't really care about your opinion. So
you know what agitates me? Your lack of acknowledgement.
Sure, yeah.
You don't. I know, and you don't have to, but
no,
just
but whatever.
Just go, just wherever you are, just get on Twitter and just say, "Geez, why don't I listen to Marcus and Steve more often?"
Yeah, it ain't really Twitter. It's like when you work with them. It's like, yeah, but whatever, it's cool. Just play more sports. I don't know, maybe but
more credibility.
Yeah, so whatever. But here's the thing: when you go back and you look at it, though, man, we said, look, after the break, it's gonna feel like you get 2 transfers. It's gonna feel like David Johnson and Sam Williamson are literally transfers mid-season into your team. And that's kind of where we're seeing. And David has kind of reached that point now. Sam is going to reach that point about mid-February.
Just getting started.
Yeah. So it's like you project them out even. I mean, you remember, dude, there's still 2 months left in the season. Or a month and a half.
I keep trying to remind you of that.
I know. It's like, man, it's so early. Like, and when you project them out, like Louisville right now, you're the best team in the country. And I think people see that. Will they win the championship? I don't know. I mean, but if they play well.
You definitely have the best. Nobody can argue you have the best upside in the country.
Yeah. And if they play well, I don't think anybody can beat them.
Like I said, I in particular just think our natural motion needs fundamental, fundamental improvement.
I agree.
And what I'm talking about is the repetition of, hey guys, we're gonna run clean motion for 30 minutes. Like I would take some time from something else, and just run fundamental clean motion. And what I mean by that too is you can tell they have kind of a flex scheme. Like if you go that way, then I go this way, right?
Yeah.
So they're still kind of looking at each other like, okay, you went left. Okay. I still see there's a lot of watching and reacting instead of my brain and my feet just go, they go on that cut, hard. I go on this cut hard. See that part, I think that kills some of the lulls. Like, okay, we have 2 or 3 bad offensive possessions, right? And then you call a set, or then we settle down and say, okay, this is what we're gonna do to get Jordan this shot, right?
Yeah.
But I hate losing those other 3 possessions on.
I know.
Just you know what I'm saying. Just there's a little, and that's me, and that's the final soul stone to be your boy,
Thanos.
Yeah, thank you, Thanos. Yeah,
I think my boy. That could be.
That's the figure speech. It's
my guy.
Yeah, the Thanos soul stone with this offense is. Most possessions, we don't have to call anything. We should automatically be in a pin down, pop out, screen away. Like just something quick and clean, and let's pick at the defense really quick on this possession. Now, listen, after this game, my pinky soul stone was the transition.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, your good defense is good defense only if you can get some easy baskets out of it.
Right.
Like don't make us have to face fully loaded defenses every time.
Yeah.
They got out in transition. And you know what? You could see them dart their head down and run hard, not even knowing if the ball's going to be there, but just, like they really did a great job. Again, I'm over complimentary on these because these are coaching improvements. Those kids didn't just decide they were going to do transition better.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, acknowledge it. So when you're sitting at home and you say, thank you, Malik.
I know.
No, thank the coach, for getting Malik to understand that this is important. Thank you. Why did you I've been telling you, Jordan, to just go in there and dunk it. No, this is in fundamental improvement. Coach Mack said in his post game the other day, he said, Jordan's a great talent, great player. But if he needs coaching as well.
Yeah.
If he didn't need coaching, he wouldn't be here.
No, absolutely. So, by the way, or go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
I'm sorry. No, I was just going to say I did want to give a little quick shout out to this guy. He says, because when people call in, everybody calls in after a game like that, and they're like, hey, I called it. But he said, hey, I texted in Saturday. I said Louisville win by 7 and Johnson ball out. And I went back. I was like, did he really? And I looked back and he said, hey. He said Louisville win by 7 tonight. David Johnson will continue his great play from Pitt. Like, okay, all right. Hey,
good
kudos to you, man.
Text, shout out lady cards. I'm not supposed to say lady cards. Louisville women's team basketball. Way to be tough down the stretch.
Yep, good win.
It is like your momentum.
The men go to Cameron and win. The women go to Chapel Hill and win. Back-to-back days. Like, I think we're done pretty good in this ACC move.
But, Jasmine, what's wrong?
Okay.
I was watching and she had the VJs, man. I'm telling you, man, her hands turned into stone all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, you're off today. You know what I'm saying? But man, I was. You know how you find yourself emotionally like, what's going on? Like her hands just got so bad late, but tough out. Fight through it. You'll be fine. I just wanted everybody. No, I noticed that. I'm like, stay in the lab, girl.
I enjoyed watching her call for the screen and just stand there and wait on it. Like, no, I'm not gonna move until you come and set the screen.
It's like no.
And then didn't use it. Went the other way. It's like, oh, that's awesome. He just pulled up and buried it. Bang.
It's funny in our game too. Watching David call for screens is funny too because he, it's like he'll call Malik up and then he'll like, no, go back down and wait like 3 seconds. Say, okay, now no, go over there. Like no,
yeah, never mind. Get on back there. Yeah, no, he runs the team.
Do big men get mad at that?
No,
or you just get used to it?
Nah, yeah, it never bothered me.
You got used to having to run up and get rejected,
or I just said it. Like, now you called me up here, so here it is. Like, yeah. Hey,
is that how you would feel?
Now you're gonna take this man and my man. So.
You called me up here, so I'm not going back down.
Yeah.
So you don't get mad.
Waving me off.
You don't get. Oh, so you
make me look like I'm running up here to set a screen.
I was gonna ask you that. Like,
because everybody probably didn't see you call me. You know what I'm saying?
Do big men get mad when the guard does the big demonstrative wave
off? Guards have a bad habit of calling for a screen down here and waving off up here.
Okay.
And it's like they're like, hey, and you're like, yeah, and then you start coming and they're like, no, it's like, no, hey, look.
Is that how you set screen? You protect your junk?
Yeah, dude. How many screens you set in your life?
I don't.
I know, like, dude.
You people set screens for me,
and I'm violent. Hey, listen, and I've gotten worse now that I just play
top 5 in today's new poll.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to it.
No, I'm just violent in men's leagues now too. When I see a screen out of the corner of my eye, dude, I'm like, bam.
Oh yeah, try to take it on.
Yeah, you're not screening me.
I didn't call for screen much. Like, I don't need to screen.
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, get out the way.
Yeah, like, why do you want my man? Like, other than like me and my buddy Clay, like, man, we just nailed it, pick and roll. Like, we had it, but we played. I mean, we're best friends. We play together all the time. Other than that, I'm like, why do you want my man up there?
That's how I always work. You know what? Scratch that. One time I played with Felton Spencer, and I understood why why screens are awesome. But but before then, this is like as a senior, I played with him, But I never really played with a big man that I even care. Like, oh, get out the way.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm good. No, top 5 today. I think definitely 6. Definitely 6. 5's a possibility.
We sent the message, man.
Anybody watch that team?
3 losses though. 3 losses is a lot to be
look,
top 5.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, look at the other people around the country. I mean,
you go waste Duke and Duke though.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I think there's a shot.
And Duke, you better not start losing.
I know now they just can't win. No, their next game.
David Johnson is Kentucky fans' worst nightmare.
That's fair. I mean, a kid from I'm looking now. Louisville, Kansas is 14-3. They've been in the top 5 for the whole year. I mean,
fair enough.
Yeah, Florida State's got 2 losses, but Duke's got 3 losses.
What's Florida State's rank?
Florida State's going to be in the top 5. Actually, I won't be shocked if Florida State's 5 and Louisville 6. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm expecting today because I think Gonzaga's
way. Florida State 3, Louisville 4, Duke 5.
No. Here's the problem. San Diego State is kind of the kicker there. Like, are they going to kind of, where are they going to put them? Because Gonzaga and Baylor are going to be 1 and 2, depending. Baylor could jump them. I can see that today, but I think that's going to be 1 and 2. Kansas is going to be up there in the top 5, and then you're going to have Florida State, Louisville, and San Diego State. Those 3 are going to be kind of vying for the next spot, and I think
they're just so mad at Louisville right now. I think they'll be 7,
and I think they may. No, I don't think it'll be 7. They'll be 6. 6 is the floor here for them. I think so.
I don't know.
So it's like, but I mean, have you ever heard? Listen, is there ever been like I'm reading right now? Okay, look, I'm looking at like Rick Bozich's top 10 that he's putting out today. He's got Louisville 5 today, but I mean, has there ever been a less intimidating top 10? I mean, dude, Gonzaga, Baylor, San Diego State, Dayton, Seton Hall, just name-wise. That's why you look.
We got to keep getting better.
That's why you look at Coach Mack and you're like, yeah, dude,
don't blow it.
Yeah.
Okay, grading time. Grading time.
I mean, A's. A's across the board.
Just A. No, we can't do that. Okay.
I'm going to.
Okay, David Johnson.
By the way, Hunter Dickinson is eating up Evan Mobley today in the hoop hall.
Do you want to start with David since he's the obvious one?
Yeah, yes. David Johnson will start with him giving
All right,
his
David
numbers.
Johnson had 27 minutes on 8 of 12 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3 with 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds.
A+.
Did David Johnson go into Cameron and have 19 and 7 in basically his debut?
Yeah.
How many rebounds?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Did David Johnson go have 19, 7, and 4 in his debut in Cameron? And didn't play the last 3 minutes of the game.
I know.
4 minutes.
I know.
My goodness. Okay, A++.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go the other route. Let's go Ryan McMahon, 13 minutes on 1 of 1 shooting, which was from 3. He had 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist.
I give him an A. I mean, this is going to be a funny show, but I mean, or a funny segment, but I would give him an A because I mean, when he was in the game, he played good defense for the most part. He made good passes when he was in the game. He only took 1 shot. He wasn't forcing a bunch of shots, and the shot he took
was the big shot.
Give credit to David on that one because Jordan comes off the screen. Jordan kind of shows out on David a little bit because David looked him off. But David
had 19, 7, 4, and 3 steals and 2 blocks.
Oh, no.
He blocked that dunk without fouling.
No, he was the best player on the floor in that game. I mean, it was like that was clear.
Coach Mack, I'm glad you outsmarted everybody by waiting to play him.
Yeah, no, it was great. But David looks up at Ryan, gives him a head nod because he realizes Vernon Carey's on you. Vernon Carey's got 4 fouls. Vernon Carey's not going to close out on
Keep in
Ryan.
mind, that was the one play that Jordan got emotional
That's
about.
what I said. Yeah, Jordan kind of showed out on him a little bit there, but he looked him off. But he gave Ryan the head nod. He throws it into Ryan. Ryan hits the open 3. Like, I thought Ryan was good.
Hey.
Next up, we got Samuel Williamson, 20 minutes on 2 of 2 shooting, 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Hey, he was good. Like, he was really good in the game.
A-.
That's fine. But, I mean, like, Sam had great minutes, man. I mean, he was as big of a part of – I mean, every time you looked up, you felt like you saw Sam in the game.
He gets actually – I'm going to give him an A+ because he saved Baker and Darius.
That's true, too. And he was kind of the leader in that whole situation.
That rebound you got at the end of the game is why we need you on the court.
Yeah, that happened anywhere from the 5-minute mark to the end of the game. Not real sure. Can't really remember now. But it was awesome.
No, that was like the last 3. Yeah, that last 3 minutes went by fast.
I know.
So yeah, it felt like the last 20 seconds, but
yeah,
because it was just continuous play.
All right, we got Malik Williams, 25 minutes on 4 of 8 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3 with 12 points and 7 rebounds.
A+++. Him and David, the 2 MVPs of the game.
I'm trying to nitpick. You missed that putback.
Yeah, missed the putback.
Malik. Dude, the 2 free throws and the dunk are why you have to give him an A+ no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, he stepped up 3 and just buried 2 free throws.
He switching on the pick and roll and not fouling. He got the 2 rebounds. They tried to isolate him with Trey Jones. He keeps his feet, keeps his body contact away, ends up coming up with the last 2 or 3 rebounds, the big ones. Leader.
Yeah,
he was a leader.
He was, man. He's becoming a leader more and more.
Those free throws, man. Like, you know what I look like? You know, in those like psychopath movies where the guys like they're sitting in their dark place and replaying somebody they're stalking, or something like that. That's how I felt replaying the last free throw and the dunk.
Yeah,
like I kept my finger on the mouse pad to continuously rewind that play.
Yeah,
and I probably did that 30 minutes straight.
Oh, I know, it was awesome.
Just replaying that good feeling. That was awesome.
Next up, we got Darius Perry. He played 15 minutes on 1 of 4 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3 with 3 points and 1 assist.
This is where I'll go B. Because he didn't kill you, but he just wasn't super productive.
Him knocking down Darius Perry knocking down that 3 off of David Johnson was huge.
Huge. Yeah, that's why I'm not going shock jock and like giving him a D. Oh, Darius. It's like, no,
he had those. Yeah, he had those 2 turnovers, but you're like
he made. But I mean, he made a couple plays there. He played good defense. I thought when he was in the game. I mean, like he just.
Yeah, it was too good of a team performance to go anything less than B+.
Yeah. So I'd take him down a little bit. Yeah.
Next up, we got Fresh Kimball. He played 22 minutes on 3 of 7 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3 with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists.
My third A+. I got 3 A+, and he would be my third one because you don't win the game without him. He was just clutch, man.
A-.
That's fine.
Let me think.
Because I don't even know if David in that moment goes down and ties the game. Or goes down and puts you back up. Goes down and
with
hits the step back. No, I was talking about the and one and then the step. He did it twice.
Yeah.
But
he missed one.
No, he got the and one.
Oh, going to the basket.
They tied it both times. Duke tied it up. Fresh went down, got the and one, took you back up 3. They come down. Trey Jones hits the 3.
That was off David's pass that he hit that.
Yeah. No, I'm giving credit. But I'm saying, like, if the shoe's on the other foot, does even David, I don't know. Fresh. So for me, Fresh, he was awesome. You don't win the game without him. He was good.
A-. You got to keep your feet on that last play.
That's
that could have
fair.
cost us.
That
could have cost us big time. You got to stay on your feet. You go in there with the trees. You got to come out with some positive.
That's fair. He also got the steal, though. So got to give him credit there.
Next up, we have Steven Enoch. He played 15 minutes on 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3 with 10 points and 2 rebounds.
For me, he's an A-. And look, people may want to poop on him or something, whatever you want to do. But for me, that's the only thing I come up with. For me, Malik was just better for that game. He was better.
Yeah.
I thought Enoch was good.
Your minutes weren't Enoch related. It's just offensively, you do like you. Malik is really good on defense, and he's really a talker. Malik helps other people be better defenders, right? Mm-hmm. Steven Enoch missed those jump hooks. He couldn't get those to go down, right?
Yeah.
And you got in foul trouble. So your 15 minutes basically didn't have anything to do with you.
No.
Foul trouble. But your 3-pointers are what made Coach K, what gave Coach K the most anxiety is Steven Enoch setting the table with the 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Because when Duke's rims make that noise and you see Steven Enoch's flick of his wrist and how like rhythmic his 3-pointer was, like some guys shooting, you like, dude, give him that shot all day.
I should hate it, but I even love how he kind of backs up when he shoots.
You
should be following my shot guy.
I do hate that.
But I kind of like it when he hits it though, because it looks like
like
a 3.
It looks like if you give me this shot, I'm going to knock it down all day long.
I know.
So he hits those shots, and you instantly, if you're Coach K, you look at your bench and you say, "We're not giving him that shot no more tonight. This dude will have 30."
Listen, Duke comes out in the second half, makes a run. Steve puts the big up and under on Vernon Carey, scores, then hits the 3 and pushes it back out. Like, you could argue Steve saved the game. Because what happens if they continue that run right there? It's like maybe the game changes early in the second half. Not sure why David wasn't out there. But
I would give him a medium A.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like I say,
I thought he was good.
Those shots, you like I said, you screw up not screw up for us, but you make the game plan what it is by you setting the table.
Yeah.
And he did an awesome job doing that. Okay, so.
Next up, we got Dwayne Sutton. He played 30 minutes on 3 of 6 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3 for 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Yeah, he gets an A.
A-.
That's fair.
You settled against Hurt late. They isolated you with Hurt.
He took him twice, though.
I know. And the third one, you got to go at him again.
I know.
You got to go at him again. I'm mad at him on that one. A couple fouls early. I have done A. He gets an A.
That's fair.
He gets a regular A.
Yeah, no, I thought he was good, man.
Dwayne Sutton was good. You got out in transition. He was good. Never mind.
Yeah.
You get A. No A minus.
And lastly, we have Jordan Nwora. He played 33 minutes on 3 of 12 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3 for 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists.
I will still give him an A minus.
I was back and forth because I'm like, I could grade him on a curve and say, okay, that's a B++ because I still think you played really good, affecting the game. The only thing there's a difference. Some people say Jordan didn't play well. No, Jordan didn't necessarily score well. He played pretty good.
Yep.
Like you immediately take a guy like that and you say, wait, against Kentucky, he didn't play well in the game. Against Duke, he played well. He didn't score a lot, but guess what? He didn't take a bunch of shots either.
He didn't take a bunch of shots. And actually, the only demerit that I would give Coach Mack is maybe we got to get something maybe we have to have something in the bag to get Jordan a post up or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like maybe we find okay, you know how David Johnson runs off the horn set, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe we need something to get Jordan the ball in the post because I think his post game is a little underrated.
Yeah.
Or just something.
He's big and he scores around the basket.
Something where he's near the basket. I mean, I know he had that turnover against Notre Dame that'll make you say, I'm never going to give you the ball.
That's fair, too.
Yeah, I bet.
But do you know what? I watched Notre Dame the other day. Who did they play this weekend?
Pittsburgh. No. Syracuse, and then they played
somebody this weekend. But here's what happened. Guy had the ball in the post. They made the same play. The same
but I don't care.
That they made on Jordan.
If I see it with my own 2 eyes, I'm like, I'll never give you the ball in the post again.
I know, but I'm still like, that's something they're coached to do too. Like it's a good play.
I still think Coach has to moving forward.
Yeah,
Coach,
sure.
You have to get him moving a little more.
But if Jordan,
maybe a screen across, maybe balls on the left wing, you screen away and bring Jordan, off the screen where he gets the ball right on that block.
Yeah,
just something where he can bull and China shop 1 or 2 plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just still use him. Even though your matchup is somewhere else, he can break the tension some. So I would still leave Jordan at A minus because you can go get some offense.
Yeah. I mean, good news. Diener found his cat.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
How did he find it? I mean,
I don't know. He said he found her outside. He may not want to act like it, but he was concerned. He looked concerned. I was like, you like the cat?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all. That's what happens with 98% of men, right?
Yeah.
So, beware of the lady who wants to get us a cat if you're the man, because you do it for her, and then you end up wanting the dog or the cat, right?
Yeah.
And then when she breaks up, she's gonna take that with her.
Yep.
And it's gonna break your heart almost more than the relationship.
Probably, it will more. Absolutely more.
She's gonna say, "Let's get a dog."
Yeah.
And then you're John Wick.
Yeah, I know.
Coaching staff grades.
They were awesome. I mean, the only reason I wouldn't give Mac an A++ is because the start of the second half. I'm like,
did it take too long to?
Yeah, I'm like, you couldn't have watched the first half. That I was literally screaming at the TV. I'm like, there's no way you watched the first half. He shut his eyes in the first half. I was like, I was like, he's done. The game's passed him by.
He's 50.
Yeah.
He's just
he's too big. That job's too big for him. No, he's awesome.
I will say this. I went back and listened to the. By the way, do you have the Coach Mack press conference? It's on YouTube. I will say this.